This is the Calathea Dottie. The type of light Calathea Dottie does best in is medium to low indirect light. For me personally, I like putting her in a shady, low light spot. When getting a plant, I know a lot of people are into like the aesthetic of making a plant look pretty on Instagram, but that's not always the case. Plants don't necessarily always look pretty, and that's fine because flaws are beautiful. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Watch her bite it. Don't do it. Don't. Oh. Don't do it. Oh my god, here comes the freaking bodyguard. Okay, thanks, Ren. Let's see if I could show you what she's doing. This is what Ren does. And don't worry, she's fine. Ginger knows how to beat her up. Alright. Too rough. Get out of here. Get out of here. Never allow this plant to receive direct sunlight because it will burn the leaves. So for these type of plants, for the prayer plants / Calathea plants, they like a regular watering schedule, and this plant is a little more high maintenance. Especially that you do have to follow kind of like strict schedules. You know, some plants are forgiving. I find that these plants, they're like in the middle. So Calatheas like to be moist but not wet or soggy, because soggy will lead to root rot. So it's very difficult being a plant owner and explaining these type of things, because people are like, what the hell, like soggy and moist soil are like the same thing, but not really. Calatheas also like to be in a humid environment. My room, honestly, it's very dry. At the moment, I can't provide like a humidifier or, you know, those type of things that people use to have a more humid environment for the plants. In order for me to provide a humid environment for my Calatheas, I like spraying their leaves. So I want to say you have to do this on a daily basis, but let's be honest, not everybody has that time. You know, sometimes you'll be forgetful. Try to do this every day if you can, but if not, I'd say do it at least 3 times a week. Even though I did have it in a relatively sunny spot before, and now I changed it into a more shady spot, I really don't think the cause of my brown leaf tips were the sun. Honestly, Calatheas are super finicky with water, so they do not like tap water. Like, that's why I say they're a little bit more high maintenance, because you have to either give them filtered water, which is what I do. But honestly, if you have rainwater in your area, or if you could get access to distilled water, those are better options in my opinion. I know if I were ever to have a house or a backyard, I would opt for rainwater, just because that's the more natural route to go to. But yeah, for right now, I'm just using filtered water. I actually do see a difference because the browning was a little bit more severe. I don't think it's ever going to like come back looking nice from the tips, but it's whatever, you know, my plant is still beautiful in her own way. Bathrooms are also a good spot for these type of plants as well, because there's a lot of humidity in there. I would say if you have a bathroom with the windows, unfortunately I don't have that, but if you do, that would be a good spot as well. And it does not tolerate temperatures below 55 degrees. So if you are planning to have these outdoor, bring them in when it drops below 55, so probably during the fall and obviously during the winter months, just depending on where you live. So for fertilizer, the Calathea likes general houseplant fertilizer every month during spring and summer, and like most other plants, they do not like to be fed during fall and winter. The good thing about the Calathea Dottie is that it is toxic free from cats and dogs. It's important to have pet safe, pet friendly plants. If your cats or if your dogs don't give a shit and they're respectful of your stuff, go ahead and have all the plants that you could possibly have. It is also very important to wipe down your Calathea leaves because their leaves like collecting dust and dirt. I don't know if in the beginning of the video you saw that it looked kind of dusty. That's exactly why. I'm going to show you how I clean the leaves. It's pretty simple. I mist them with water, and of course I mist them with filtered water because this plant is finicky, as I said. And I also wipe them down with Bounty. You could use a cloth, reusable cloth. You also want to get her backside under her leaf. You typically want to do this at least once a week. You could try twice a week as well, but the more often you do it, the better. I'm pretty sure you could also propagate this plant, but I haven't seen like anyone do it on YouTube, or maybe I just haven't found the appropriate video. But yeah, I really want to propagate it, but I just don't know how. So if you've ever propagated Calathea Dottie, please let me know how I can do so. There she goes. Look how nice she looks. She looks happier. It's so cute. Okay, so moving on to our next plant. So this next plant is also in the Calathea family. The reason for that is because they have very similar requirements. Everything that I do for my Dottie, I do for my Calathea Roseopicta. So she has the same light requirements as the Dottie. Never allow her to receive direct sunlight because the leaves will burn. The tips of her are very dark purple, and the center of her is like a magenta pink purple. That's what magenta is, isn't it? General houseplant fertilizer is recommended, but it has to be diluted to half the recommended strength every month during the spring and summer. Typically with this Calathea, I'll water her every week just because she's in a smaller pot, so she'll tend to dry out faster than my Calathea Dottie. My Calathea Dottie, I water her every 2 weeks, I would say. This one is fairly new. I got her about 2 weeks ago now. I had to trim off a leaf because it came all crunchy. Oh my god, I can't speak English. I like buying my plants off of Etsy because I think it's so important and crucial that everyone supports smaller businesses. I feel like that is going to be this generation and the upcoming generation way of doing business, is just people supporting each other's businesses. I think that is so important. Refer back to this video if that shit happens, because I called it. I'm low-key a psychic. Everybody freaks out when I say I'm a psychic, but you know what? I need to embrace that. Anyway, and if you see cat hair, like, it's unavoidable at this point. There's cat hair freaking everywhere in this house. So that's what happens when you have 3 cats for no particular reason, just because you're a lonely witch. Oh my god, I didn't even realize there was another leaf down here. Huh, I don't think I've ever realized that, actually. Just because something is pet friendly doesn't mean that it will not make them throw up or like a little sick. It just means like that it's not going to make them have seizures or like ultimately like kill them or something like that. So just bear that in mind. But yeah, that is basically it for my Calathea plant. So thank you guys for watching my video. I'll see you next time. Bye.